Right, just going to rip out this board and get the cables below and back up. I've got the new gas and water bonding just there, and I'm going to isolate, rip all the cables out and see where I'm at and see what the best plan of attack is. I've got a stand-up bracket, the fuse box stand-up bracket. I got a bit of trunk in, so I can't remember if there's cables coming in through the back or not. There's a lot coming in the surface, so that might be helpful. So yeah, let's crack on. I might put it on a time lapse. I know there'll be keyboard warriors in the comments going, why didn't you film it horizontal? Rah, 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 rah. Right, that's the board completely stripped out. And as you can see, I'm going to bring all the new cables up here. I'll do a bit of trunking, and I'll mount the board here. It's easier to relocate these two in a Wager box to this position, because I've got all this slack for all these cables, rather than trying to bring all these up and then left just for the sake of fitting it here. So I'll get this board off the wall and I'll put a Wager box or something there, or 2-gang box with a blank plate, and extend these two circuits. One is the old house lighting with no earth in it, which has got to be reconnected, and then one half of the ring of one of the sockets. And I'll pull all this back and I'll probably put it somewhere here, I reckon. Obviously, yeah, somewhere in this corner, with the tails coming like down and up or something like that. If you've not used one of these yet, get on it. I used them maybe, I think it was about 1.5 years ago when when they brought them out. I contacted my wholesaler straight away and I was like, get me one of these, because this will help you doing your board with like rear entry for consumer unit. So yeah, I think they're about, I don't know, 15 quid maybe or something like that. But worth it, absolutely, in my opinion, worth it. But yeah, I've done a rewire about 1.5 years ago where I first used it and posted about it. And yeah, I must admit, some things are manufactured sometimes for the sake of it. This is genuinely brilliant. What a belter. Right, I've got the board mounted on the standoff bracket. I didn't film me doing it because you've just seen the back of my shoulders the whole time. I've done the 2 knockouts, done my car grommet strip in the back there. I've done an emergency light. I do it on certain clients. I give them emergency light depending on who they are. Just so if there's a power cut or the main house lighting trips, they can see what they're looking at. I've got a stubber trunking to go underneath there to cover all that. I'm going to put a double socket in the back here because it looks like they've done an extension lead from somewhere in the house to power their router stuff. So I'm going to put a double socket on this trunking. The main earth-in terminal's down there. I'm going to drop, there's my main earth there, I'm going to drop it into that. And that's, I'm going to put a blank plate on that. That's the old, one leg of the ring, and then the old lighting. So I just got to wiggle it up. And yeah, I'll get this all wired up now. Right, thought I'd give you a quick update of where I'm at. Done all the CPCs first, as you probably saw in the time lapse. All the CPCs in. I put a blank in between the high load oven then with the next circuit, just to allow for thermal derating on circuits. I try and do it against high load circuits where possible. Sometimes it's not achievable, but where possible I try and put a blank in. All the CPCs, and then I loaded up all the RCBOs. I've gone for miniature. I always like miniature RCBOs, gives you more room. Connect up all the fly leads. I'm running now through the circuits one by one. I've got my little list of what's what. Line neutral, line neutral, line neutral. It's all been tested, so I just need to do my RCD times once I've got it all in. And yeah, hopefully we'll get it done. I've probably been about 45 minutes now, so getting to this point, so I'll probably be another hour or so to finish this off. As you can probably see, I do the big knockouts. I'm not a fan, and I don't agree with foam or fire sealant in all the rest of the holes. There's technically no IP rating for the back of a consumer unit, and I think you do more mess putting fire sealant in on both the knockouts for future additions and stuff like that to a consumer unit. So I don't pump it up with foam or sealant or anything like that. I'm trying to leave as much slack as possible by doing a nice little swoop. I'll run down. I'm just quickly putting it in with my driver at the moment, and then I'll go around with my torque driver. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't agree with doing foam or sealant in the back of a board. I think it's a stupid idea. Yeah, right. Right, almost there. Got to find a blank plate in the van. Meter tails are in, main earth is in, just then I've got to put a little label on it, main earth in terminal. I would normally use off of one of the bonding clamps. In, couple of cleats in. Something there. There we go, so for circuit 9, which is the old lighting of the house, I'll put that on there. I've got the locations of the gas water protective bond in. It's going to go on there as well. My labels and my stickers on there as well, and fire suppression device installed within to warn any future sparks, and then obviously then the circuit designation. And that should be all it then. Right, almost there. New switch, new box. Before it was just a galv box screwed to the timber, which I always recommend when it's stuff like that to change to a PVC box. New water bond, as you can see. New water bond. There's the lead incomer there. Cooker junction box, as you probably saw. And then as I work my way back. I put the boiler on its own circuit. So there was an old, what was it? Off-peak heater, which is now gone. But I used that supply to feed the boiler. It was on the kitchen sockets, but now because the supply was there, it was in that second board on the left. I thought I might as well reuse it and put the boiler on its own circuit, you know, minimizing disruption in the event of a fault. So new boiler supply, new boiler spur. Replace this socket here because it was a bit ropey. And I've just got to do the gas bond, which is just here. I've got to feed it through, push it through that hole there. There's the old 6mm. I'll push it through there. And I'll go into the garage and connect up the bond properly onto the pipework as it enters the property, which is just inside the garage. New crimp, heat shrink. It's all clipped up nice. And then this will all be buttoned up pretty much.